Or it should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
It's been a pleasure.
I'll give your offer.
How goes the
Sid.
You.
Of course. She's no fool.
That was her just now. So... was it...
I'd say so. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. After her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach, she hired us. She's dangerous, Sid.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort. You can...
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp. You go...
Clive, I'd like you to take something to Sir Wet seeds for planting. Thought I'll keep providing them with, but if Eastpool's going to survive, it's got as of those poor bearers. They've lived their whole lives in servitude. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest out to provide. And if you're wondering why you, well, the Wagoneer's taking supplies up, Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it. But I think even he's starting to...
All right.
Thanks. Wouldn't there? That should be enough to...
Gizal greens.
Not the most... Better that than something that'll wither, and chocobos love 'em too. Which is no small thing. They ain't exactly succulent, but cook 'em right, and they're...
I'll take your word for...
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what to do with it. I'll go up there and show him...
I'm sure you will.
I heard the Guardian saying we're supposed to...
Ah, what brings you to eat?
A delivery from...
These are Martha's keen to cut the egg. I jest, of course, but they'd long since gone.
Martha was hoping he might be able to show the bearers so that they'll be able to...
That's not about... These bearers had only recently escaped. They know little of free... Unless we teach them how to live like free men. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far. It's about time we all started to provide for ourselves. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much...
The Horde is... They're coming, Sir Wade.
Time it all. I gather the men in the square.
Yes, Sir Wade.
The Horde.
A Kashek, a veritable league. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size.
Now you're out of...
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before...
What if you could call on...
You mean the bearers? We brought them here so that...
So wait. You said you lack men, though they may not be trained soldiers like your Guardians.
You're right. I will... My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter. To serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for.
Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool! For Eastpool!
Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me?
Lord Rossfield,
So what's the plan of action?
we'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of, upon engaging with the Akashic.
You're going to lure them into the village.
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded by coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from them. With luck, that point will be the village square. The perfect place for and for you and I.
A sound plan. But one that'll... I'd say you have both in abundance away, please.
Ha! And let...
Sir Wade!
Then you know what we work together, each shielding the other that no for Rosaria.
For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue.
Then I will do as you...
Suppose we'd...
Right, you?
The calm before the And here it comes. I will not let this village fall. Ramu! Ah! Looks like that's the... What is...
Ow!
For the bet. So wait.
Heart,
No, I'll go up. Join me.
If you may the...
Ambrosia won't help me here. Come on. Run like the wind. With me, Torgal. Back to it.
Lord...
It's...
We were... I have got... I hesitated.
I think it...
We saved... Thank you.
No, you brought...
We never had, but now we...
Forgive us, but there's no doubt we're free. We have to fight.
And we shall. This is our home.
They'll have us.
Come on, then.
This village isn't...
They're not slaves anymore.
No. Your father took... And I believe if he...
I believe you might...
I shall remain here, after all.
I think you'll find it... But you should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull my weight too. Can't have the rest getting outclassed. Speaking of it...
Can we
Of course, us Rosarians...
Indeed we...
And Clive, I ain't paid you for...
All right.
Lord Ross clearing the goblins. There's one side that since that day there have been when the odds seemed so stacked, but every time to be a shield. Know that whatever
So wait, you have always... I know that Eastpool, and indeed all...
Thank you. I know the rest of the...
The hero? It's lucky you came by when not only did my
I just did what...
and it's only take it.
Thank you, Mum.
So, and a home to
Well, it was your right.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean, though I suppose the rest him. You know, bearers living free like that, loath as I am to...
I take it you didn't know.
Well, if you really want to know, in fact, that's how I met him. He showed up at the stables one day. Founder knows what he thought I was doing. Me, I thought he was a new constable. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling. Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. Got right under my skin, it did. Told him if he... And you know what he did? And then I did the same. We made a pact that...
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same, just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time he certainly didn't...
Indeed, but the loftier one's ambitions, which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps...
Suppose you're... And if we don't manage it, good thing we've got a few half-decent... It's almost enough to give... Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work. Let's see about making up the least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve as a hot meal.
That sounds like... Run like the wind. Good. How did Doris come to know?
We've waited
Back to civilization.
with all haste. I presume your men are... We've suffered too many delays as it is.
Yes.
Oh, it appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try.
Sit.
You know,
But better fight. I'm sorry. This, she...
it was your, but you, how,
I to liberate farewell.
you, perhaps.
What do you...
I am, and she...
All right.
I am.
And I...
Welcome back. Doris's message just arrived.
With any luck, Owen,
I'd been hoping. So the slate, she's been arrested. She won't be getting economy easy.
I'm sure it will.
I hope so. You had quite... Anyway.
Keep up the good... village is turned. I can walk from here. Run like the wind. Time to fight. Be safe. No holding back. What's happened?
Yeah, but you could... No, I'd find...
All right.
Don't blame. I know, no buts about.
Is something wrong?
Ronnie came to the talks with the. They've reached an agreement with us, though prices have fallen of late. But the consortium offered double.
And you had no opportunity?
None at all.
Elle? I saw
And with good reason.
But how did the
It's not so surprising. This isn't over. The consortium will have to. I'm going to Randalam.
Alone?
Are you offering to be? How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint. You go to Cashlock. Even if I fail to. Someone needs to prepare the place.
Oh, and that's me. Well, for meeting the Sil... She'll never join them after this, surely. She means to stay with us then. I can't say...
You have to trust.
You're right. And if Elle's off, so I bid you farewell. I'll gather my men. You go to Randala and see if you...
I'll do my best. All right. To run. Well then. I'd better not keep... Louise waiting. What I wouldn't give for it.
Looks like this is the end of the road for
When are they gonna let us through?
Not here. Did you arrange to speak?
Here they are now.
You wish to
I did. We had all but finished making arrangements.
You misunderstand. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. And so we...
I did not hesitate. I am simply not... But what is done?
Alas, you are too late. We rarely take on such unconventional... The bearers belong to...
Who is your buyer?
A trader from a most demanding fellow. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed. That's what you get when you deal with...
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is... They pay good money for bearers, not fit for the knacker's yard.
That does sound... No matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's... And with it, my interest in...
My associates will be sorry.
I'm sorry you weren't able to...
As am I. He was right. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend... Their representative hinted at a possible... I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be... As soon as he left, I sent my...
So you know...
No. I entertained the... I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out.
You tried.
I did. But they deserved... I wanted so...
Eloise! Word from Cashlock. A pack of beasts have come... Theo and the others are trying to... They need help.
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Cloud. I'll gather some men and join...
Hold on, Theo. Good girl. Faster! That'll do, girl. Where's Theodore?
Upriver!
He led the dragon that way to keep...
You just have to pray.
I can do better. Ambrosia won't help me here. Let's go. Run like the wind. All right. Where are you, Theo? Damn it. The ether's too thick. These creatures have already turned. I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does. Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy. Theodore, you had me worried for... We have to get you out of here.
I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream.
Theodore! And so will you! Theodore.
Take care of my sister.
Theodore, wait.
Goodbye, Elle.
That was... his first instinct was...
And now he's gone because I sent him.
It wasn't against it. He was ready to do whatever.
To live my own. He never...
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the...
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great, and I was chosen to inherit the family. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo, a late bloomer. In more ways, for unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer my parents tried to drive him out of the house before they could.
Theo told me so. He clearly admired your devotion to the court, but he said you deserved a better life than this. Just as you freed him from...
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from time to time how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed Theo to be taken and devoted myself to the... But I have never... Being with my brother meant more. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night. He was never a burden. If anything...
You weren't, Eloise. That he had always been grateful, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You did whatever was necessary, and you always would have.
You're right. You were so weak. Oh, Theo. I know Theo wanted me to move on. But we can make a difference here. I need nothing more. So I'll carry on doing what we do, bringing smiles to and to Theo's. This is the life I have...
I've made a choice of mine to continue helping you however I can.
Thank you, Cloud. Let's go on together.
Welcome, welcome. And a fine, fine day to you.
Sell anything today?
As much as...
Fresh calling carrots!
Was that shouting I heard from the barracks? And you're just gonna fall into line?
I don't trust this Duke.
Oh, my war.
What's happened?
The High Cart.
The High Cart?
Leader of the... Not that any of those...
And what does he want?
He wants to... A foundation. He's already...
He would rob?
Believe me.
What does Captain... When the town was...
How? A man who's the captain? No. Forgiven.
Luke.
Clive. Would he for yours? And well...
I'll
Thank
tell you in the...
Oh.
All right. I may have met this Duke before, at the Remembrance Ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
Well, what do you think?
We already have a leader in the day.
Halt. Oh. You got some bit...
No, actually, I was hoping...
We're under orders not to... What? You should wait here.
So, and I should tell me.
Neither you're...
Ah, you are yet you pride, but no.
Why here?
The town, which is the Empire. With Caer Norvent as her citadel, we need only build a... Plans are soon enough.
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of...
The people. If Sandbreck is to be one whose author, that is why, so that any man who wishes to join the... And yet, there are...
I suspect...
Precisely. The common folk have... You would sow this...
Sabine.
Yes, and I told...
Without an...
And in yours, there... Is that what...
Do not take her name in vain.
I'll come back later. The citizens... I wonder what the people... It wouldn't hurt to... Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
Going and we've just...
Sell anything today?
As much.
Half of what comes in is barely fit for...
That so-called Duke is our...
Just...
Not as enough.
Was that shouting I heard from the barracks?
I just think...
Look, what do you...
Well, what...
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
And you're just gonna fall into line?
The thing, and if...
It's not only control of the garrison he wants. We already have a leader in the day.
One at a time now. Is enough.
You're on the... What do you...
This is as if...
Sabine, you are embarrassing me.
You're embarrassing.
I idea.
Oh, what?
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this.
Welcome back. Wraiths give you any trouble?
Cap. Thank I want you to this I as well.
Thank you, but well, thanks.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Ah, were you able to...
I was.
Well, though I doubt it will come as much. They deserve to be heard.
Sadly, His Eminence values. I fear he sees the people, needless to say, they themselves. The soldiers mean what, and not just because of the Duke's...
I thought as... Had I sworn to protect Sam? Thank you.
I don't know about...
What happened to you?
I handed it in, told the lads up. Because I realized not following some nobleman protecting. I honestly don't know, but I'm certain they're not. And when they do come back, we need to stand with you to lead us. It was you who finally... There's no point following...
Indeed.
All of us. That is all. We have only to thank you, Philippe.
Anything for you. Speaking of standing, I fear His Eminence...
Not at all.
Wouldn't be the first.
There may be hope, especially I for my... But I suspect until then...
Until then.
He'd have our coin, our stock, and our...
Good girl. Don't get surrounded. Safe.
Finished.
That's all of them.
covered in nicks and lumps.
How was she? The Enterprise. That's good. Oh. May. It's you have and it's fine. So, French. Can't think of me. What the?